Another wide receiver, a deep cut. You ready for a deep cut? I'm going to give you a deep cut. Not surprising, though. Maybe it's surprising. We'll see. Noah Brown. Noah Brown is being rostered in 1.4% of leagues. Now, before his big explosion game against Tampa, which, for the record, we are starting every single receiver against Tampa Bay moving forward. They have arguably the worst secondary in terms of fantasy points allowed. So they allow so many fantasy points. Noah Brown, 6'2", 215, out of Ohio State. He was drafted in the 7th round by the Dallas Cowboys, signed with the Houston Texans in free agency. And since Robert Woods has been out, Noah Brown has been a major beneficiary. 5, 4, and 6 targets over the last 3 weeks, 37, 57, and 153 receiving yards. Yes, no one really predicted Noah Brown to be like a top 12 wide receiver, but at the same time, Noah Brown, let's look at what he's done in the past. Last year, 73 targets for the Dallas Cowboys, 43 for 555. He had 3 touchdowns. Let's look at some of his big games in the past, because then you'll be able to tell that this is a player that you need to be picking up for your flex. Okay. Yeah, he was wide receiver 31 with 12.5 fantasy points back last year, week 14. He had 22.9 fantasy points, was the wide receiver 6. He went 6 for 49 on 110 air yards and 9 targets. That was week 15 against Jacksonville last year. So we saw some big games in 2022. And I said 70 targets in a Dallas Cowboys offense. We don't hate that. Okay. He was wide receiver 31 a couple years ago, 6 for 53 on 9 targets. So he will have the occasional blow up game. And Robert Woods is still dealing with his injury. And CJ Stroud is looking like a dark horse MVP candidate if the Houston Texans can get their wins straightened out. Noah Brown is a very, very interesting deep flex, and he's probably available in almost any sized league. If you're looking for somebody to give you 5 targets, 3 to 4 catches, and 50 yards as a median moving forward, it's Noah Brown. But we've also seen historically Noah Brown put up 20-point games before. So it shouldn't have surprised us that Noah Brown had this within his range of outcomes. He has a 77 PFF receiving grade and 2.21 yards per route run on the season in his 4 games. Yeah, we need to be picking up Noah Brown. This is a very, very nice play and a deep cut play. So be picking up Noah Brown. He's worth picking up at this point, not only because of the big breakout, but also in the previous games, 2.38 yards per route run, 1.68 yards per route run. These are just fine. And now 38 pass snaps. Yeah, if Robert Woods is out, Noah Brown is the next play. So be picking up Noah Brown.